At the very start, we see Colin Brooks standing before the judge once again. He's facing another violation, this time for testing positive for marijuana. The judge confirms the charge, and Colin quietly responds, "Yes, Your Honor." Right away, we can feel the tension. It's not just another hearing, it's déjà vu. He was just here a few weeks ago. Viewers, what's your first impression? Do you think Colin deserves another chance? Or is this a pattern repeating itself?
Colin Brooks, violation of community control violation, self-reported marijuana use, June 27th, tested positive July 1st. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Langmack?
Thank you, Judge. It's my understanding Mr. Brooks intends to waive the probable cause in the final hearing and admit to the violation.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your plea to the allegation?
What was that, Your Honor?
What is your plea to the allegation?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. You were here on June 5th, pled guilty to a violation of community control
Yes, Your Honor.
for leaving the state. Got out on June 10th. 17 days later, violating again. What is the problem?
I got out and I realized I feel like probation's hindering me.
What?
I feel like probation is hindering me.
What do you mean it's hindering you? What does that mean?
I can't be the full potential man that I want to be. I can't work how I want to. I can't take care of my son how I want to.
Well, you understand that you were here on a strangulation charge.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that?
I do understand that.
Okay. And you pled guilty to an attempted strangulation.
Yes, Your Honor.
And somehow probation is hindering you?
It is.
Seems like you're hindering you.
I don't believe that. I believe that I have grown a lot.
If you have grown a lot, then why are you here for a second time after your sentence?
Because I realized I just want to move on from this life.
What the hell does that mean? You want to move on?
From the courts, I want to be free. I've been on probation since I was 12. And I feel like if I go home, I work, I have all the time to my son. I had 3 AA meetings a week in 2 classes. My son goes to bed at 7:30. So that means
if you're worried about your son and your time, why are you out smoking pot?
Because I knew I was turning myself in.
What the hell does that mean? Why did you smoke it in the first place?
Stressed out.
Stressed out. So that's how you deal with stress?
That's how I did in that moment.
So when this case is over, your stress will disappear.
Yeah.
Boy, you don't have a clue, do you?
This segment is where the judge truly lays it out. His disbelief turns into anger. Boy, you don't have a clue, do you? He confronts Colin's excuses one by one, exposing how self-centered his reasoning really is. Colin wants freedom, but freedom requires discipline, something he hasn't shown. Viewers, be honest, do you feel any sympathy for Colin, or do you think the judge is right to call him out?
Suddenly the stress will just disappear. So you won't be causing any problems. You won't be strangling your girlfriend, right? Why were you strangling her in the first place?
I didn't mean to, Your Honor. It was bad.
Okay, whether you meant to or didn't, you did it. So why did you do it?
It was a bad situation that got out of hand.
Okay, so you have the ability to control yourself, to live within society, but you strangle her. Wasn't she pregnant at the time?
She was, Your Honor.
And you're strangling your pregnant girlfriend. But you don't need any help with anything because you're doing just A-okay by yourself.
I have been, yes, Your Honor.
You have. No, you haven't been. Where are you right now? And what are you wearing?
I'm wearing blue.
You haven't been doing okay all by yourself. But you don't really give a shit about that.
I do.
Because you're a very selfish person. If you weren't selfish, okay, and you're really concerned about your girlfriend after having strangled her, and if you were concerned about your child, you wouldn't be out smoking pot, knowing full well it's going to land you right back in jail, right? Didn't you know that?
Your Honor, I knew what I wanted to do with my probation. I don't want to be on papers no more.
That's not what I asked you, okay? When you smoked the pot, did you know it would land you back in jail?
Yeah, because I knew I was
But
already
you
coming
did it
back.
anyway.
Yeah,
That's selfish. Isn't that selfish?
It
Isn't
is
that completely selfish?
but I feel like in the long run after probation, it will benefit me even more because I don't want to end up violating 2.5 years later, and my son knows who I am and knows where I go.
Then why don't you do what you're supposed to do?
That I was court-ordered too many things to do
Too many things to do.
because this is how I look at it. I have 3 AA meetings a week. I work a full-time job. I have them classes. My son goes to bed at 7:30. So I get 3 days out the week to hang out with my son. That's not fair to me or my girlfriend, nor my son.
Wham. Okay, not fair to me. Who put yourself in that position?
I did, Your Honor.
Where did you get your mental health evaluation?
I haven't got one yet.
Right.
I went to Signature Health, but they said that they didn't take my private insurance or something like that. I went there, took off work, but couldn't take the next day off because I worked as much as I could. The first week I was working, still only had 25 hours in. That's not enough to support me nor my family.
Well, why were you working 25 hours?
Because our probation officer, Ms. Rosano, she said,
Randazzo.
my apologies.
Here, the judge lists Colin's record: robbery, multiple protection order violations, and attempted strangulation. Then he delivers one of the most powerful lines. So none of this is your fault? The system's just out to get you. The sarcasm cuts deep. It's the wake-up call Colin refuses to hear. The judge's patience has finally run out, and you can feel the shift toward sentencing. Who's really in the wrong here, Colin, or a justice system tired of giving chances?
She said to get that done, so I had to take off work, and then I had to go see my PO Tuesday. So that's when I seen her and went to jail. So it's just too much work I was taking off.
The whole goddamn system just interferes with your life, doesn't it? It's got nothing to do with how you've conducted yourself.
And I'm willing to just...
Especially when you had that in 20, the complicity to felony robbery, violating protection orders, violating another protection order, and attempted strangulation. So none of this, it's everybody just busting your balls, right? The system is out to get you. That's pathetic. What else you want to say?
I just want to be off probation, Your Honor.
Well, you're going to be off probation, all right? Then you'll be on parole. And we'll see how that goes. You don't want anybody controlling you? Well, then I won't control you anymore. Parole will control you. How do you like that? You have a really clear idea of how to progress in your life, don't you?
There's a situation talked over with me and my family.
What?
Me and my family talked about the situation, and we think it would benefit us more.
Okay. Well, I just hope you don't strangle your girlfriend again.
I learned from my mistakes.
You haven't learned from your mistakes. If you learned from your mistakes, then after I sentenced you on May 10th, I wouldn't have seen you anymore because you would have completed your probation. So you haven't learned from your mistakes. You've compounded your mistakes. Mr. Langmack?
Thank you, Your Honor. As you are aware, we are asking for probation to be terminated. And
Finally, after hearing the defense's plea for leniency, the judge delivers the verdict: 17 months in prison. There's no drama left, just cold justice. The judge reminds Colin he'll be under supervision even after release, driving home one message loud and clear: you can't escape accountability. This isn't just about punishment. It's about a system trying to make a man face himself.
He's asking for a prison sentence. I know the range is between 6 and 18 months. He has 136 days of credit for time served already. We're asking for the minimum on this, Your Honor, or someone close to it. Thank you.
Well, he should be rewarded for completely blowing off his probation, right?
No, Your Honor, actually, I would look at any prison sentence as not being a reward.
Well, he wants it though, right? He wants to go to prison, so.
Understandable, but I wouldn't look at prison as a reward for anything.
Well, apparently he does.
I think it's most people would consider prison to be more prohibitive than probation and more serious and less of a reward. I think in this case,
And why would he do something that is more prohibitive? So that's what he wants.
Agreed.
This case isn't just about a probation violation. It's about accountability, denial, and the painful cost of self-deception. The judge's words may sound harsh, but they echo a deeper truth. Growth doesn't happen when you avoid responsibility. It begins when you face it head-on. If you found this case as powerful as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom moments and insightful commentary. Tell us in the comments, was the judge too harsh? Or was this the reality check Colin Brooks desperately needed?